Difficult problems call for adaptive thinking. In this presentation, we'll explore the increasing use of adjunct faculty in traditional business and leadership higher education at Bethel University. Drawing on the commitments of adaptive leadership, we'll explore the growing use of adjunct instructors, analyze a few important impacts, and describe an effective intervention using adaptive thinking. Bethel University is a Christian, liberal arts institution located in St. Paul, Minnesota, with a total enrollment of approximately 6,000 students. As a liberal arts university, Bethel offers more than 100 undergraduate and advanced degree programs through the College of Arts and Sciences, Graduate School, College of Adult and Professional Studies, and Bethel Seminary. Bethel University is affiliated with Converge, with roots in the evangelical Christian tradition. Bethel is a part of the Council for Christian Colleges and Universities known as CCCU and is accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. Bethel's business department started in 1975, and a separate economics department was added in 1980. The two departments were combined in 1990. The department is home to 15 full-time faculty, 12 adjunct instructors, 2 support staff, and nearly 500 students, making it Bethel's largest undergraduate department. The purpose of the department is to engage students, staff, and faculty in the learning, teaching, and application of business and economic knowledge to increase the well-being of humankind. This goal is achieved by serving and pursuing the principles of love and justice in a diverse world. The business department offers 4 majors: business, accounting, finance, economics, and finance and economics. Students in the department are challenged to engage in learning practices that honor God, seek truth, and are committed to excellence. The department faculty strive to engage, challenge, and prepare students to live a life both during their tenure at Bethel as well as following graduation that honors God and embodies the institution's core values. Amidst the challenges facing American higher education, the Department of Business and Economics has increasingly relied on the use of adjunct faculty. The shift from largely tenured faculty to the current model of non-tenured adjunct or contingent faculty has brought real-world experience into the classroom while also serving as a tool to address the financial challenges facing higher education at institutions like Bethel. Some argue that adjunct faculty are treated unfairly. In fact, this growing class of academic professionals work with little job security, a lack of benefits, and statistically low wages. Economic and time pressures often mean that adjunct faculty enter the classroom with little training related to department or institutional expectations. While adjunct faculty are valued as colleagues by their full-time counterparts, they're often viewed as lesser status contributors, meant to facilitate instruction, not necessarily contribute at the level of their full-time faculty counterparts. A lack of employee engagement is often the result of these challenges. To best understand the challenges associated with the growing use of adjunct faculty in higher education today, let's look at how the department engages adjunct instructors to meet operational needs. First, we have to establish some common language. Leadership is influence. More precisely, influence is the capacity to have an effect on people. Leadership is about what people experience. Adaptive leadership focuses on people, influencing people to take on challenges and thrive. Simply, adaptive leadership is people-focused. The adaptive lens requires leaders to care about people and their experiences. To analyze the use of adjunct faculty in the Department of Business and Economics at Bethel University, we'll use this simple matrix that organizes 5 elements of leadership on the vertical axis by 3 elements of organizational culture on the horizontal axis that are identified by current adjunct and full-time faculty in the department. To best do this, I engaged a number of faculty in the department, including the current and incoming department chair. Respondents were first asked contextualizing questions to gather expert insights regarding the use of adjunct faculty and the opportunities and challenges associated with the use of adjunct faculty in the department. Before we analyze the use of adjunct faculty, I believe it's important to understand the culture of the department. Organizational culture reflects shared patterns of difference in an organization. Culture is simply how we do things around here. It's important to recognize that organizational cultures are unique and perceived differently by people. Organizational culture, like adaptive leadership, is people-centered. It's about the experiences of people in a group. Organizational culture impacts the thoughts and behavior of people. This simple fact has a profound impact on organizations. Members play a key role in shaping organizational culture. The shared patterns of thought, feelings, and behavior that define organizational culture through its members, full-time and adjunct faculty in particular, also define the experience and effectiveness of students and learning in the Department of Business and Economics. Put more simply, faculty have a profound impact on organizational culture, which defines the educational experience and overarching organizational success. To best understand the critical issue of the growing use of adjunct faculty in higher education, let's look at how the Department of Business and Economics at Bethel University uses adjunct instructors to meet operational needs through the lens of three elements of culture: collegial, bureaucratic, and spiritual. Where the collegial culture is an environment where responsibility and authority are shared equally among colleagues. The bureaucratic element is a highly organized environment where everyone has their place. And the spiritual element is an environment that emphasizes the whole self, meaningfulness, and values. The culture of the Department of Business and Economics is one in which participative decision-making and perception of faculty, regardless of status or position, as colleagues, defines not only the structure, but values and beliefs regarding collective and collaborative Christian business higher education. The foundation for this collaboration was set by Bethel's founder, John Alexis Egren, who spoke of the teacher-student relationship being one of real friendship and helpfulness. This friendship guideline influences teaching, scholarly projects, advising, and mentoring. It also leads faculty to participate with students in student life activities, spiritual formation endeavors, and other non-academic events. As a result, department faculty offer a high-touch environment with an emphasis on holistic education, academic, spiritual, and social, practical experience, and job placement. This high-touch environment is one in which faculty are involved with students and faculty challenge and support students. The high-touch approach presents a unique challenge for the use of adjunct faculty, most of whom have day jobs that prohibit office hours on campus outside of their classroom facilitation, a challenge we'll discuss later. Most adjunct faculty have years of practical experience in their discipline, bringing current experience and real issues into the classroom. While adjunct faculty are valued as colleagues by their full-time counterparts, a distinct hierarchical structure defines the role and responsibility of an adjunct faculty member within the department. In this highly organized environment, adjuncts have their place at the lowest level of the organization. Adjuncts are viewed as lesser status contributors, meant to facilitate classroom instruction, not necessarily contribute at the level of their full-time counterparts. The spiritual perspective impacts the work life of students and faculty alike. Spirituality should not be confused with religion. Spirituality is the inner private process, whereas religion is an outer public process. The department frames the learning environment from a spiritual perspective as a Christian learning community committed to pursue and practice what is true, to excel in academics, to collaborate in learning, integrate Christian faith into life, and engage Christian maturity in scholarship, leadership, and service. This educational philosophy is evidenced in several ways by the department. First, the Christian faith is viewed as being relevant to the study of business and is integrated into the curriculum. Second, the department rewards academic excellence and leadership by providing students with academic scholarships and by recognizing outstanding academic achievement and leadership. Third, opportunities abound for students to serve through Bethel's Business and Economics Association, a student organization, the Business and Economics Tutoring Lab, and experiential service learning opportunities. The department's vision is to engage students in transformational education defined by beliefs, driven by values, and evidenced by choices. Christian beliefs and spirituality are central to the department's existence. Bethel's Covenant for Life Together provides a view of beliefs and serves as a critical artifact of spirituality and culture. Bethel's core values are often in front of the members and can be viewed on Bethel's websites, literature, and physical facilities. This spiritual perspective provides the foundation for department faculty, staff, and students in making meaning, shaping community, and demonstrating the most meaningful personal and organizational values. To navigate the complexities of each cultural element, let's compare collegial, bureaucratic, and spiritual cultures through the elements of leadership that define those frames that came up in conversation with department faculty. These leadership elements include leadership, the act of influencing people and organizations; structure, the arrangement of authority and responsibility in an organization; communication, the means of sending and receiving information; decision making, the process of making choices; and relationships, the thoughts and attitudes of colleagues with one another. To complete our matrix analysis of the Department of Business and Economics use of adjunct faculty, we'll compare these leadership elements to address the concerns and opportunities that emerge. Although most agree that adjunct faculty do not have a formal leadership role in the department, it is evident that the main leadership role of adjunct faculty members is in the classroom. The department counts on adjunct instructors to lead students in learning through challenge and support. Adjunct faculty bring real-world experiences into the classroom and help shape students' worldviews and approach to Christian business leadership. As such, adjunct faculty help keep curriculum relevant. Full-time faculty are generally not active practitioners and have less exposure to the current business environment. They tend to become more isolated the longer they teach. It's vital to bring in adjunct faculty who have first-hand knowledge of the current environment and trends in business and leadership. But the bureaucratic elements of the department culture surface in leadership as adjuncts are excluded from some departmental faculty votes. While adjuncts are invited and encouraged to attend department meetings, some decisions voted on by the faculty exclude adjunct instructors from departmental votes. Moreover, the majority of adjunct faculty have regular professional jobs outside of the department which prevent participation in meetings altogether. While adjunct faculty are first among equals in the leadership of classroom and academic experiences, the reality of the adjunct leadership experience is largely based on the low status level of the position, which results in a lesser role in departmental leadership. Adjunct faculty certainly have authority in their classroom and responsibility for their students. They also have the same within the department. The department couldn't function without adjunct faculty, so they certainly have more authority and responsibility than they sometimes realize. However, professional development opportunities are provided to full-time faculty and not to adjunct faculty. Structurally, resources are not dedicated to support adjunct faculty when they face issues in syllabi development, text, or technology. The department and university structure could better support full participation of adjunct faculty with enhanced development and support. After all, ample flexibility to create meaningful classroom learning experiences is afforded to each adjunct, which is found through the spiritual and cultural frame that we talked about. It's also important for adjunct faculty to understand their role in self-advocacy within the structure. The most successful adjuncts don't settle for simply leaning on the hierarchy. Influences from the collegial, bureaucratic, and spiritual frames work together to create strong communication and a sense of clarity. Specifically, most information is transmitted through the department chair, who serves as adjunct's direct supervisor. Administratively, much of that communication is via email based on time constraints and the transient nature of adjunct schedules. Influenced by the strong collegial nature of the department, there have been efforts to connect adjuncts with full-time faculty in areas in which they teach. Finally, the department benefits from a strong personal and open connection between members. This results in information sharing, relationship building, and a sense of belonging. When it comes to decision making, adjunct faculty are invited to attend department meetings and participate in decisions. Only a small portion of them do so, however. The collegial nature of the department is perhaps best represented in decision making, where each faculty member has a vote in most operational and academic decisions. Adjunct faculty participate most readily in decision-making by coming to department meetings. An important note is that adjunct faculty are not required to be part of these meetings as they're time-consuming and may not balance their outside schedules. In somewhat of a cultural contradiction, adjunct faculty are excluded from some departmental votes, staffing as an example. The bureaucratic rationale here is that most adjuncts don't have responsibility or authority beyond the classroom. As such, these members lack the context and objectivity to participate in such decision-making. So our matrix helps us to understand how leadership and culture define the opportunities and challenges of the use of adjunct faculty in the department. In short, adjunct faculty are critical to the long term financial and academic success of the Department of Business and Economics. Like many colleges and universities today, the use of adjunct faculty is necessary to compete in higher education. In business education, these practitioners bring real world experience into the classroom, complementing theory and practice. Based on this analysis, three distinct opportunities emerge for the use of adjunct instructors in the Department of Business and Economics at Bethel University. First, invest in adjunct faculty development. Provide for meaningful access to development opportunities designed to make adjunct faculty better in their work in and out of the classroom. Consider a simple faculty mentorship relationship to promote better learning experiences. Second, leverage the real-world leadership experiences of adjunct faculty, using it to complement the theory and practice of academic professionals of their full-time counterparts. Third, integrate the adjunct faculty. Reconcile the hierarchical organization of the department with the expressed value of adjunct faculty to the department's operation and student experience. One opportunity stands above the rest in addressing the challenges associated with the use of adjunct faculty that we discussed. It seems that the implementation of a cost-conscious and intentional onboarding experience for adjunct faculty is an easy organizational win for department faculty and students alike. From an adaptive leadership perspective, the experiences of people matter, and this onboarding experience addresses those experiences. The reality is that department chairs and full-time faculty are busy academic professionals. Challenged by the dynamic environment of higher education, scarce financial resources and competing demands often result in a lack of formalized welcome and integration for adjunct faculty. The department is no exception. The first days and weeks on the job are some of the most memorable and the most important. The department should invest in an onboarding experience that communicates organizational and role-based expectations. This includes clarity, culture, and connection. Adaptive leadership is about caring for people and their experiences. So, what will the people impacted by this onboarding initiative think? What will their experiences be? There are three groups of primary stakeholders we need to discuss here: adjunct faculty, full-time faculty, and administration. While students are noticeably absent from this list, their experience is significantly important as well. The assumption here is that the student experience will be vastly improved and increased by adjunct faculty engagement. When asked about their perspectives, respondents reported the following. Adjuncts were supportive of increased investment in their development and concerned about the direct oversight of their academic work. Full-time faculty were supportive of improved classroom quality of instruction and concerned about the time required to support adjuncts among competing demands for their time. In administration, was supportive of efforts to build engagement among adjunct faculty and concerned about increased cost and resource needs. Adaptive leadership requires that we care about each of these perspectives in our strategic approach. With the flexibility of a coaching relationship, full-time faculty can come alongside their adjunct colleagues to meet their unique needs while enhancing the student experience and strengthening department culture. The simplicity of this approach ensures clarity of role and teaching expectations for adjuncts, provides a mechanism to connect adjunct faculty to the complexities of the academic environment, and develops a clear line of communication and relationship among coworkers and administration alike. While this will require some time on the part of full-time faculty, the investment will strengthen student classroom experiences and department outcomes as adjunct faculties are integrated more intentionally into the culture and practices of the department. Such an approach captures the people-centered spirit of adaptive leadership with a focus on the unique needs of adjunct faculty while best serving the academic mission of the department and the needs of students.